Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I am your host, Melissa.
And I'm your co-host, Elisa. How y'all doing today? We're doing fantastic.
It's a lot cooler now.
It is a lot cooler. Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot outside. It's hot.
It's really hot, but it's getting cool in here, at least.
Yes. It's cooling down.
We got that going
here.
for us.
Yeah. We don't want to waste too much electricity by using the AC, so we got our handy dandy fan that you probably might hear a little bit in the background. Deal with it. No kidding.
Well, you were editing our last video. Did you hear the fan?
No, you didn't
Well,
hear
there
it.
you go.
Yeah. You would hear like a little like shh. That was it though. That was like a little bit. Like you have to be like listening for it. Yeah. I'm going to be so excited when I hear a fan trying to listen to the fan in the background. Just like, I know it's there somewhere. Very intense fan that person is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not that serious. No, just kidding.
She mad, bro. She mad. Thank you for joining us. This was our episode for today. We were just talking about the heat, and that's it. Thank you, and have a great... I'm kidding.
That's the episode. Okay,
that's the
bye.
Episode. Bye. For those of you who don't know who we are, we're that friend you haven't seen in a long time, that cousin that just moved back into town, or that coworker or friend that just got a new little puppy. It's like a Labrador mix. I don't know. Honestly, it's a mutt. It's mixed with something. I don't know, but it's freaking adorable. Her eyes are like blue. It's
what?
Like crystal blue. She's so cute. I love her. Yeah.
Oh.
And you go and you see her and you have some coffee, you play with the puppy, and that's the only main reason why you will see that friend. Or for Melissa,
Dang.
it's a little kitty that they got, and it has 2 different eye color, and it has little like mittens, like paw mittens, like white ones, and it's like completely black.
Yeah.
It's super cute. Yes, so relax and join us as we talk about movies, video games, and today's segment,
Anime.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, a lot of people think bad about anime, but
It's not that bad.
it's honestly not that bad. They taught me a lot of life lessons. Like Dragon Ball Z taught me a lot. Sailor Moon taught me a lot.
What? You mean like... How did Dragon Ball Z teach you life lessons?
It taught me to never be a bad father like Goku. Or a bad parent.
That's a lot of fighting.
It's
That's all I'm going to say about that.
It is a lot of fighting. We also do a segment called Coffee of the Day, which we talk about one special coffee and we give some fun facts about it. Like today is...
Ethiopian coffee?
Yes.
Yay.
Ethiopian coffee, which is, they believe that they are the birth of coffee bean plants. So they're the ones who are like, look at my plant right here. It gives you some brown juice that wakens you up. It's really good. I love it. You want some? I'm going to charge you.
Brown juice.
Brown juice. Have you ever watched, it's a Dragon Prince, and it's like back in the day with like magic and elves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's a 3D show, but there's one girl, she's black magic, and she was talking about morning brown potion, and she drinks it. It's coffee. It's literally coffee. Brown morning potion. It's coffee.
Oh my god, that's what I'm gonna call it now.
Yes, it's amazing.
My brown morning
coffee.
potion.
So in Ethiopia, you not still. You have a white shirt. Oh my god.
I'm terrible. Can't take me anywhere.
I can't take you anywhere. She's spilled all over herself.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Yeah.
Did you burn yourself?
No.
3rd-degree burn?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. So in Ethiopia, they have, in their households, they hold about 3 coffee ceremonies a day. You know that?
I did not.
No. You're like trying to fix yourself. You're like, I gotta get this off. Like, this is a very important segment. I like for you to listen to me. No.
I'm listening.
Anyway, so what they
Cover it in my hair.
cover with my hair. So what they do in these ceremonies is they will get the beans and roast them in a pan, which is, the crispiness and everything. Crunchy, so good. And then after they roast it, they will grind it, and then they will brew it into a pot called a jabana. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. My English is horrible anyway.
We have trouble with names.
Yep,
and
that's
words.
so true. So it's into a jabana, and they would pour the coffee into handless, so no like handles on the cup, and it'll be like about like 2 inches or 3 inches.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 times a day. You're not gonna drink this size.
Oh,
it's
no.
like 6 inches. Like it's literally the size of my middle finger. They would like take the size, maybe like a little bigger than my pinky cup, and they would drink that, and they would just ceremony.
So like a kind of like a tea ceremony, but it's a coffee ceremony.
Mm-hmm. The owner of the house like has to pour it for
Yeah.
their guests. It can't be like the guests doing it for themselves. No, they
Yeah.
like pour it from. They start from like the bottom near the cup, and then they raise it up, all fancy. And then the next one, and the next one, all fancy smancy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's our coffee of the day. We do want to introduce our little unicorn cup. It's our podcast unicorn cup.
Did you name it?
No, I did not. I haven't named.
Should we name it?
I don't know.
Should we have people name it?
We should have people name it. Write in the comment what you guys feel like this little horsey's name should be.
Yeah.
Unicorn horsey. You know what I mean. Yes.
And you painted it?
I painted it, yeah. Went to a place called Hotspot. Hotspot what's it called? Ceramics or something, I forgot. Pottery. And this is already made for you. Like, they have stuff made for you already, and you go and use to paint it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was super cool. I was gonna put our like logo on there and everything like that, but like literally this took me 4 hours, and we were all hungry.
I have never glazed anything in my life for 4 hours.
It wasn't even. Was it the painting is glazing, right? You said
that's what it's called.
Yeah, because I didn't know what to do because I spent like my first hour tracing over stuff that I didn't even paint. And I kept erasing and then drawing again.
It is confusing, I'll tell you that, because when you glaze something, it's not the color you think it's gonna be when you're glazing it, because it's a mixture between the clay and the minerals that create color when you put it into bake.
Yeah.
And so when you paint it, it doesn't look anything like paint. Like it's like almost colorless.
It's like a matte.
It's only until you bake it or it goes into the oven or the kiln for those ceramic people out there. Mm-hmm. I know words. But when you put it to kiln, it comes out all colorfully, and you're like, oh my god!
Because I messed up on the bottom because
you're technically not supposed to. Because it can get stuck.
Well, they didn't tell me that.
They should have.
They didn't. It's
just the PDs that you only don't need to.
Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't have to take care of that part. But like, they were they have painting for you, and they paints for you, and they say like, oh, this is 1 layer, this is like 3 layers, this is 4 layers, to let you know like if you paint this much, this is how it's going to look when after it's baked.
Yeah, they usually have little squares of like little ceramic squares that are already glazed, and it'll show you like this is with 2 coats of it, and this is with 1 coat, and you'll see
hearts,
They made hearts.
They made hearts.
Oh my god, that's so basic.
I know. Well, it was in Liberty Station, so you know.
Oh, yeah.
I love that place, but you know.
Me too. I love it there. But it's pretty basic.
Yeah. It is.
A lot of rich people there.
Yeah, and tourists too. Rich tourists are there.
Sure. But anyways, they'll show like a display of like, what it would look like if you add a certain amount of coats.
Mhm. So if you ever go to San Diego, go to Liberty Station and try Hot Pot. And they also do candles and terrariums there too. The candles don't take that long to make. And then you get to put scent in them too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They have this one called Moon Milk. And it was just like,
excuse me.
How do you know what the moon smells like, friend? And they're like, it's moon milk. Look at this. And I'm like, I see it. That's weird. But you know what? I like the smell, so I'm not going to complain.
You can make terrariums, you said?
Yes.
They have a terrarium.
They give you like either you can do geometric ones, or you can do like a bowl, or you can do like a moon. There was one that was like a moon shape, and then they give you the rocks, and they give you, and you're paying for the container. You're not paying for the rocks or anything like that. If you want like certain kind of rocks, they charge you a little more. But those were like really pretty rocks, like very, very crazy rocks.
Oh, I want to go there.
Yeah, see?
I like terrariums.
Yes. If you are going to make a terrarium and your friends are going to paint, don't start until like near when you see your friend about to finish, because we have friends who like did a candle and they finished in the first like hour and a half and they're just sitting there talking to us. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to rush. Because it was my first time, like, okay, I've done this before as a kid. Yeah. But I didn't really think about it, and I wasn't trying. Yeah. And now when you're a kid, you don't know. No. And now I was trying, and I was trying to do all these cool designs. I was trying to do ombre effect and everything like that. So I've learned. And I want to do one where it's like a little teapot, and on top of it is a teacup, and on top of that one is a mini teacup.
Oh, so it's a I want one of those.
Yeah, it's so cute. And then like the inside is the pot. On the top is for the teapot. It's really cute, super cute. But yeah. I
want to go there.
Yes, we will go there and we'll vlog it and we'll see how well we do. We'll bring Devon there and like some of our friends too. So yeah. Okay. So,
onto our topic.
Yeah, onto our topic.
We went sidetrack.
That's okay.
Sidetrack.
That's okay. If you ever go to San Diego, go there.
Yeah. Now you know.
So, anime. So, remember when we went to school? The first thing they told us was to not draw anime style. Yeah. They were like, you will not get far drawing anime. So I was like, do you not see Anime Expo? Do you not see the artists in Comic-Con? They're amazing. Yeah. Like,
we did hear that a lot. Like, trying to steer, like, they would tell us, like, steer away from anime style because it's not really, supposedly, it's not really popular here in the States. I'm like, where the hell did you get that from?
What are you talking about? Like, almost all my friends watch anime.
Yeah, like, almost everyone, like a good chunk of people that were there because of anime. Yeah. Let's be real here.
Let's be real, yeah.
Like, a good majority were pretty weeboo. Like,
yes. Or like every single time that question in class, like, where would you like to go visit? It was always like the majority of people said Japan. Yeah. Japan, even though Japan is a great place, but mostly because
like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's just nothing. Like it's a very specific group of people that were there. It's very obvious. But yeah, like I didn't go to art school because of anime, but I mean, I was heavily influenced by anime.
Yes, yeah.
Because I grew up watching anime when I was a kid, so like it's kind of just part of a good majority of people's lives. I mean, it's kind of hard not to miss it.
It is,
especially with the internet.
Oh yeah, of course. I remember because I grew up a little part in Japan. And I was on base, though, so I would get both, like, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon and anime. But I thought they were the same thing. I thought they were anime, so that's what I always called. Like, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, I called anime, and, like, I called everything anime. And then I came to America, and they're like, we have American, like, animation, and we have anime. And I was like, there's a difference?
Really?
I was like, what the heck? I didn't know at first. I was a kid. And then and then I came to America, and then they specified it, and I was like, oh, okay. Animation, anime.
Yeah.
Japanese animation, American animation.
Yeah.
Didn't know there was a difference for a while. I always thought everything was this in Japan. Did not know. I grew up so naive.
What was the first anime you watched?
Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Except for I watched it in Spanish.
I would like to see that in Spanish.
Spanish dub is, to me, it's kind of the best.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Like, Spanish dubbed anything, because, you know, like, a good majority of their media, and not media, but, like, their their shows are mostly, like, catered to older women, like, telenovelas, and, like, those kinds of series that they have. And so, like, everything that's, like, movie-based is all foreign, or is from America.
Oh, yeah.
So everything that is like movies and all, well, not anymore, but back then.
Yeah.
Back then, before the internet, everything was dubbed from America. Like, all the movies were dubbed.
Yeah.
And so obviously dubbing was a major thing in Mexico. So growing up, that's what I would watch was like shows and movies that were from America, but they were translated into Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So that's my growing upness.
Growing up,
speaking Spanish, and then learning English, and then you realize, oh, that's not what they sound like.
And you're like, oh shoot, that's not. I like the older Sailor Moon style than the new one, honestly. I mean, it's cute, but I like the older one better. And I like...
Oh, I do too, actually. I like that Sailor Moon had like this weird accent. But it was funny to me because when I first heard it in English, I was like, why does she sound like she's from like this weird part of New York almost?
Yeah. Like, I like how the voices back then were, and then they have they redubbed the old version. And I hate the voices. I hate the voices for it. Yeah, like...
I kind of like this. Okay.
It kind of seems like... Okay, so, like, a lot of voiceovers now is it sounds basic.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the voice actors and actresses that are playing in these, like, anime dubs, they sound very basic. They don't sound like they're in character kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And when I heard it, it didn't fit. And, like, the voice for Luna, the new one, it didn't fit. Did not fit. Yeah, it did not like it. I did not. Oh, I was so mad when I heard it. It bothered me so bad. I had to like freeze for 5 minutes and watch it, trying to make myself to like it.
Yeah, just trying to like get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only reason that I didn't really mind that they redubbed it was because that they had changed the names for a good majority of the characters.
Oh yeah.
Like Usagi is not Usagi
it's Serena.
in the old the old one. So they changed it back so that she's now Usagi Tsukino.
Yeah.
And that and so now like all of their names are trying to be correct or just not change their names anymore.
Yeah.
Keep their original names.
I thought Serena was her nickname in the anime.
That's really?
I thought they were calling her, I mean, I know, like...
Well, even in the Spanish one, in the Spanish dub one, her name was Serena. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. That was kind of weird.
In some in the manga, it'd be Serena.
Well, it's Lady Serenity.
Yes, that's why,
That's the only... But that's like Serena's mom, right?
No, that's when she's the Moon Princess or Moon Queen. That's her. Lady Serenity is her name when she's up in the moon living there.
Okay.
Yeah. She's Princess Serenity. And then down here.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's Usagi. Yes. Her human
name. When she's reborn onto the earth to help save it.
Yeah.
She sacrificed herself.
For the crystal.
And everyone hates her for some odd reason, even though she's so nice. She's so like sweet to her friends, and everyone calls her like meatball head or stupid.
She's like the most abused character.
I get it. She's not the brightest,
right?
But she's a sweetheart.
Straight up treat her like trash, and she's out here saving people. And shit.
I know, like. I was watching that episode with your sister, and like, forgot what it was. My stupid sister went up in her room, and he, like, the brother was just being so, like, mean, and the parents weren't even moving. They didn't even flinch, you know, like, in a normal family would be like, don't you dare say that about your sister. No, they were like, yeah, she's stupid. Like, excuse you?
It's like, way to be involved, Mom
I know,
and Dad.
Way to be involved. Good parenting 101 right there. Good parenting.
Don't be Usagi's parents.
Do not be Usagi's parents. Just like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Don't be like them. They were really horrible. They banned her child.
I wonder why they did that. Like, obviously it was because she wasn't really like the smartest person, but she had a heart, and she was still treated like trash.
I know.
Even like with some of her friends and some of the scouts too.
Yeah, like Sailor Mars.
Yeah.
Ren was her name, right? I forgot her name.
I think so.
You know, I'm gonna check this out. But yeah, like, they were so mean, and like Darion, who is her prince, was like a butthead to her too. Like, he made fun of her all the time, and I was just like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
It's like, how could you? I'm trying to get the names. What the heck?
And then Ami was Amy. It's not that far, but it's not that much of a change, but it's pronounced how it's written now.
Yeah.
Like in the original anime.
I like how they give me like just like Sailor Mars, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury. They don't, and then those are the voice. Yeah. Name.
I would look it up, but my phone's being weird.
Yeah, it's not. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Sailor Moon.
Ray Hino for Sailor Mars. Huh? Yeah, Ray. Yeah. And then sorry. And then Makoto Kino for Jupiter?
Really?
I don't feel like that's right.
What did her name in the old one? What was her name? I don't even remember.
That's what I'm trying to remember, because... Oh my gosh, give me the names of the Sailor Scouts.
They're not going to do it. Dang you, Wikipedia.
I know, Google, come on, get it together. Okay, I got it. Sailor Mercury is Ami Mizuno. Or the dub is Amy Anderson. What? That is not correct.
Dang, they gave her the whitest name.
That's not even correct. And then it's Makoto Kino for Jupiter, but dubbed is Lita Kino.
Lita,
which that sounds more correct from when I was growing up. I think that's what they changed it to. And then Minako Iano is Mina, Sailor Venus. Mina sounds correct because she was called Mina a lot. Mamoru Chiba, Tuxedo Mask. Mm-hmm. Darien Shields. That really sounds like a American movie.
Really
name.
though?
Yeah, like that sounds so American. Okay, I'm not okay with that. But yeah, they were also mean to her.
Yeah.
I don't fucking understand. Oops.
Yes. Yes!
Dang it!
Finally! I love that. Good job.
Okay, that's 1 for me. That's 2 for you still.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. That was great.
Gosh dang it. I would always complain to her about my editing. Now I have to complain to myself. What is this?
Elisa, family friendly. You can't cuss. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm never gonna let you live this down.
I hate you.
Only because you've been giving me so much poop.
I still will. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Sailor Moon
was pretty cool.
It was a lot. It's a really fun show. It still is. I still watch it.
It is. I love the show. I tried watching it again, but like, that's one of the things where you have to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
And I work on art a lot, or crafts, and I'm like, I can't
watch this. I mean, I did watch a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but because the series is so long, it just became like overly saturated, and I was just like,
it was really long.
And it was just like the most repetitive show to me.
It was.
So that's why I just kind of got out of it. Like, I like I started liking the characters and knowing a little bit of what was going on, but even now, like, I don't remember squat. I don't remember anything.
That's okay. I don't remember a lot from Dragon Ball Z other than like the fight with Frieza. That's the most little one like I started watching when I was like growing up. That was like the episode I ran into, and I was like, why is this taking like 14 weeks to finish one fight right now? Because you know how they would only release it once a week?
Yeah.
So it was like a 40 minute show, and I was like, oh my god. And then Toonami, back when it was cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
Like, I mean, older cartoons are better now. And I remember they had to make it an hour long. Like, they had the back-to-back episode because, like, a lot of people were like, I want more. Mm-hmm. Because before, like, people could watch it on the internet. Now you can watch it on the internet.
Yeah.
So
you can stream it and
now
all
you
that
can
stuff.
stream it. Yeah. So, what's animes you've been watching recently?
I watched this one. I think it's called Chio's Road or something like that.
Chio's Road.
It's a comedy slash
slice of life.
Slice of life, school life. And it's basically about these two best friends who have grown up together, and they do everything together. They walk home together. But one of the friends, she wants to kind of grow up and be more mature in school and become popular and being popular or well known, one of those. And she wants to kind of like separate herself from her friend, but she realizes later that they are stuck with each other because they're best friends.
BFFs are live.
Yeah, and it's really funny, and there's a lot of shenanigans, and the main character is the more dorkier, like not mature friend, and her name is I think her name is Chio from what I remember. And she's the one that gets herself into a bunch of shenanigans because she's like this really hardcore gamer, and she takes a lot of her influences from gaming into her real life. So she will like bump into like this Yakuza looking guy, and she will like start gamer talking him.
Oh my God. That's how you get killed.
And he like starts believing it and like or believing what she's saying, like believing that she's like this really hard ass chick. And with the most wimpiest like gamer name, I think it was called Bloody Butterfly.
Oh my God. Bloody Butterfly.
And so like that's her gangster name or whatever, like her Yakuza name.
Oh my God. Bloody Butterfly.
But
bloody,
he sincerely gets intimidated by her, and I'm just like, what is happening? Because that is pretty much the entire show. Just like random shenanigans every day, walking home from school or to school, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff starts escalating from there. I don't think it's over because I only finished the first season, and the second season's not even on Hulu yet. So, but I'm expecting it to be because it's actually a really good show, and it's funny, and the anime is not like, oh my God, it's amazing, beautiful. Yeah. But it's really good. It's a really good story.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
This is mostly for the Yakuza part.
He's like not really Yakuza, but he's like a Yankee gangster type of.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah, so like, but it's like they're supposed to be a bike gang, and it's just really funny. Like the second episode is when stuff starts really hitting the fan.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. And it's really funny. Yeah. I'm like every now and then I just like watch little bursts of anime stuff, like just to see what it is. Yeah. Because they'll pop up, and I'm just like craving to watch like some sort of, like simple anime. I'm not really that into the action-packed animes. Yeah. Like you are.
I love action-packed.
Yeah. But I like the slice of life shoujo stuff. So, like I'm all about that.
Okay.
And like they're very rare to find. Like
True.
They're super rare to find. And I'm not really into the yoi, but there's like a few in Hulu, if I remember, like at least 2. And I was going to start watching them, but I was like, I can't get into this. It was just really awkward. Like everything was so forced. Like the story was being forced in. Like it was just really random. Oh, and I watched Food Wars. Don't watch it.
I don't ever want to know.
Don't watch it.
I've heard about that. I kind of don't want to watch it.
I watched the first couple minutes of the first episode, and I was like, I'm done.
This is very inappropriate with like family around. You're like,
and my family was there, and I'm just like, what is this? I thought this was a cooking thing.
It's not a cooking thing.
It is,
but not really. Not really. It's a mixture of like,
it's just like the weird overly sexualization of food. It just kind of bugs me. Like, I don't know. It's just freaking weird. Oh no!
Elisa! Oh, gross! Dear God! Now we both messed up in this episode.
Yeah.
Thanks to us, I have to do more editing.
Dang it! All right.
The life of an artist.
Yep. But yeah, like, it was really weird. Don't watch it. It's good, like, to look at. Like, the food looks cool in the show.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if it tastes good too.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I don't know.
They probably forgot to put salt. I don't know.
Salt is like the only ingredient you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the food looks good, but it's just a weird show. I mean, watch at your own risk. That's what I'm gonna say.
If you like it, cool. But it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
It was not for us. No, it was oof. Yeah.
What have you been watching lately?
One I haven't finished yet because it's only 2 more episodes. Is God Eater.
Okay.
Which came out. It's a game. Mm-hmm. There's like 3 games of God Eater, and then they came out with the anime, and it came out in 2015. And apparently it didn't do so good back then, but then they put it on Netflix, and then everyone was like, we want God Eater, like more God Eaters and blah blah blah, because there's only 13 episodes, and it's literally like only 25 minutes long for each one. And it's pretty cool because like the main character, if I remember his name, Linka Usagi, he's like, it's like about a world where it's like kind of like Attack on Titans.
Okay.
Better. But I like Attack on Titans.
Oh, shade.
But they didn't pull me in like God Eater did.
Okay.
That was the only thing. Like Attack on Titan was, it's, even though the Titans were very ugly and deformed, the aesthetic was really pleasing, and I could watch it, and like the characters had a lot of development.
High,
yeah, it was really good. The manga's really good, everything, but it didn't pull me in like God Eater. That's the only shade I would draw to them, was like they didn't pull me in like God
and I'm surprised
Eater.
Because you even cosplayed as like Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
and stuff. And you were really into it for a while.
It was the easiest thing to do.
Honestly,
it was the easiest thing for me to do because I already had half the stuff, even though it wasn't like fully like theirs. It was just super easy for me, like, to dress up as. And it was, like, my friends were into it, and that was the only, like, at the time, we were kind of, like, headbutting for a while, and that was the only thing that was bringing us together. So that's the main reason why I was, like, into Attack on Titans, because, like, my friends were into it, and I wanted to, like, bond with them.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But then I started, like, watching it, and it
it wasn't just you, like it really was like a bunch of people who were just super into Attack on Titan, and I've watched a bit of it, and honestly I couldn't get into it.
The fighting scenes were cool.
I mean, it looked nice.
Yeah, it looked like, really nice.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it was. I need to watch the second season just so I can be like, yeah, I watched it, because like,
like even people at school were saying that it was like the Game of Thrones of anime, because like you would fall in love with a character and the next thing
my god, they were dead, or like. It was like, oh, there's this cute little group right here. They're gonna stop the Titans, and then they died, and you're like, oh. My god.
Spoiler alert.
My heart. Yeah, spoiler alert. People die because it's in the apocalyptic world where they hide behind walls. So God Eater's kind of like that, but it's more high tech because they use these giant swords that turns into guns called God Arc. Okay. And the thing is, there's these creatures called origami that from what I know, and I could be wrong, I'm still watching it, and I'm gonna get the game soon with my new computer. Sorry, I scratched you. With my your face, you're like,
dang.
So it was like, I don't really know for sure what caused the origamis, but like, there's these scientists that found a new cell that was able to create itself and like call in other like organisms that was like close to it. Okay. And it became a threat because the world literally like started falling apart, and it created these creatures called origami. They literally like birthed from the ground. They're like, and they would just like destroy everything and eat everything. Like there's no more animals out there. There's like any humans that are outside the wall like are dead because they hunt humans and they eat them. Yeah. And they're just, it's crazy. Like there's no forest either because they take down the forest. Like there's barely any forest. Yeah, I was like, what? It could be like, because they're on the east part of the world, so that area could be like no more forest, but they had a Russian location, which they probably have forests. Like, honestly, I won't know. I only know the Japanese part. So, and it's just him trying to stop, like, trying to figure out how to stop the origami or, like, trying to bring back, like, civilization. Yeah. Because it's only them in a circle, and like they're literally making their homes out of like, you know, those compartments at the shipping docks. Yeah, they're literally taking those pieces and making it into houses. Like it's
people do that now.
That's true. No, but it doesn't look good. Theirs look good, but the anime it wasn't good because
post-apocalyptic. Okay,
post-apocalyptic because like literally the wall broke for one part for like a second, and that whole area was just destroyed. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why you guys don't put in that much effort for the houses. That makes sense. You guys are really prepared to not cry when you lose your home.
Not get attached to your house.
No. And it's really
You might have to move.
Yeah, we might have to move because that origami is coming for me and I'm not dying today. So it's really cool because like their weapons are made from the same material that makes an origami. Okay. But they can have control of it. And so what they do is that they call them nutai, so some of the god eaters, they can go and like eat the cores from the origamis. It's really cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really cool. I liked it because it was like different, and as much as the creatures suck, they look really cool. And they base off a lot of them off of like was it Japanese mythology? Oh, okay. Like the gods and stuff like that. Like a lot of the origami reminds me of Okami. Okay. Like the 13 gods brushes you have to get. So that kind of reminds me of it. So it's really cool. It's sad. It's cool though, but it's not a lot of heartbreaking. Yeah. It is a lot of messed up moments though, because then you realize you're trying to figure out, did humans did this or was it planned? What's going on? So I want to get the game for it though because the game looks beautiful. And the only thing is, like, I would say like it gives me a headache was like, so they focus on the character and they focus on the creature, but they did not focus on the background. Like the environment is very flat. Yeah, like the textures aren't that on point, but everything else, like the main focuses, is that, like, you know, us artists will focus on every part of it, but like,
oh, look at that, oh, look at that,
oh my god, look at that, that's flat. Like in Spyro, you can climb up like ladders. The ladders are not 3D; they're painted. They're painted on. It's a plane, and they just painted it on, and I was just like,
okay.
Really? You couldn't put in that? I mean, either way, it looks good for whoever painted it. That was like on point. Good job. But oh my god, you could have added
a little bump mat there or something like that.
I know. Like, dang. Because like when I was climbing on it, and Sound Guy Joe was like, "These are just painted on," and I go, "What do you mean?" And then we try looking around, and we're like, "Oh my god, it is. There's no shadow from it or either like anything either." Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, that was
interesting.
Yeah. But I would watch it, God Eater. And since it picked up so much on Netflix, they made a season 2. They're making a season 2. I don't know when the release date was, but in Comic-Con they announced it on their, I think it was Konami? I forgot. Where it was like saying they were going to release season 2, but it was really cool. Yeah. It was really cool. I was like, yes, give me more. And yeah, I'm so excited.
Is that the only one you're watching?
I watched that, and what's up? I gotta look up what's the other name I was watching. So they remade Guardians of the Zodiac.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Like when the old anime, like it was super cool.
I never watched it.
No,
I only know the characters because my older brother, he was like a super fan of Guardians of the Zodiac, but he would also watched it in Spanish.
Yeah.
And so I only knew about it from there, and he told me about the characters and all this stuff. So that's the only point of reference for me. I have no idea what the show is about or anything like that. When I saw it on Netflix, I actually am getting a little bit drawn by it, only because like I want to see what's going on, and Scorpio is like the villain in this.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what that's about.
It's really cool because you have the Golden Knights, and then you have like, it's cool. It's like Golden Knights. There's Copper Knights. There's the Silver Knights, and then there's the Dark Knights, which is the evil people. That's like trying to end the world, kind of thing. So, but the new updated one, it looks pretty. It looks really like
it's in 3D now, right?
Yeah, it's 3D, but like
full render, like 3D.
Rendered,
it's
and
not like
is
half.
texture.
Yeah, it's not like half and half, like how Sailor Moon Crystal is. And
yeah, they do like a little, like everywhere is kind of doing that. Like in God Eater, it's 2D, but the weapons and the creatures are 3D.
Okay.
Yeah, but they blend it good.
Okay.
They blend it. Like, you couldn't really tell unless, like, artists. But it's all 3D.
Because you know me, I don't like it.
I know you don't. I know you don't. If they blend it well, then it's perfect.
Yeah.
But if they don't blend it well, where you can tell it's a 3D, then you're like, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, the Godzilla anime movies that have been coming out, they have it, and it's a little rough getting past it.
I can't with that anime style. Like, I can't, like, the Godzilla series.
Yeah.
Where they're, like, against Godzilla because he's, like, destroying.
Yeah.
I can't do the animation. Like, Godzilla was
the
good,
animation is a little hard to get past.
Yeah.
But it's overall, the story is pretty cool. And the way they did Godzilla is really cool. But the animation and the style that they went with is a little rough. Like, at least for me. Yeah. But I only stay watching it because I'm already like I'm on the second episode movie because they're not
long, right?
They're not like episodes, they're like movies.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so like right now the third one came out and I'm actually having to question whether or not I really want to see it because it's really long and it's just the animation is rough and
you would think if it got a third episode they would like clean it
right?
up a bit, yeah,
or like at least not make it because there's like there's a lot of sharp edges in this movie, so it's just like
it's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to look at, just like ooh.
It's like if you're not fully watching it, maybe because we can't see without our glasses, we take our glasses off, it might be easier to watch.
Yeah but so like that anime style and animation style is becoming pretty popular for some reason, and I'm not into that bandwagon.
No, honestly. Not really. Like, unless you make it like Guardians of the Zodiac, where everything is like 3D and it's like it looks soft too, but they have their hard edges on certain characters. Yeah. But like when it's what was my point of that? I totally lost it.
We went into a tangent.
But yeah, so in the Guardians of the Zodiac kind of thing, like it's very soft, very textured, and everything like that.
But that's what we were talking about. It's like it's a full 3D rendered.
Yeah, it's very smooth. Show. Like everyone had their own skin texture depending if you were older or younger. Mm-hmm. Like I know it's like easier for people to just like do the 3D part. Yeah. But you have to do it the right way if you're gonna do that route. Like
absolutely. Like especially
if Netflix is paying you to do it.
Yeah, and there's no really shortcuts for 3D. It's pretty straightforward.
It's you can't with that. Mm-hmm. It's one of those you can't do cuts to and everything like that. But the new we keep going on this topic, but the new Guardians of the Zodiac, it was sped too fast, and honestly, it felt like
You mean it was rushed?
It was rushed. Yeah, it was rushed. And literally there was one part where like, this is the power of friendship. And I was like, this is so Sailor Moon!
It's got that cheese.
Yeah, like before it wasn't like, the anime was kind of harsher. And it was more like very in your face, like this is the hard reality of everything and stuff like that. So it still looks cool but it honestly feels like Sailor Moon.
Interesting.
That's probably why I really like it, because I'm just like, Sailor Moon, yeah. But they have a different version of the Guardians of the Zodiac. It's another company made something similar like it.
Oh, okay.
It's not that good, though. It's an older anime. Mm-hmm. But I want the original Guardians of the Zodiac on Netflix, please. That'd be really, really cool. But we have to end this episode right here. We will continue talking about anime in another episode.
A future episode.
In a future episode. Just feed you some more awesome animes that we would love to talk about. So this is brought to you by Elite 23 Shopping. For those of you who want some new clothes, especially with school starting, you probably want some new backpacks or pencil cases, some binders, or even stickers. We do stickers if you want us to design it for you. Just saying. Go to Elite 23 Shopping, and at your total checkout, put in code CBP. Y'all should know this. I say it every single episode. CBP for 30% off your total purchase. And for those of you who always wanted to sell at Comic-Con, Anime Expo, WonderCon, or any conventions, please let us know. We are looking for an artist to come and sell with us at our booth. All the information that you can get is at our Instagram, e23g.entertainment, e23g.entertainment on our Instagram. Check out the qualifications and everything. I'll put it in the comment section, the description section below. If you're interested, you will only have to pay 25% of the booth, and it'd be a 10 by 10 booth. So let us know. Share it to your friends who are into art and everything like that and want to sell their brand and get a step into the art world.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you next episode. Yeah. Boom.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, unicorn. Bye.